What up, big kids? Sean Long here, and this time we're doing a long and uncut review of the Star Wars The Black Series Chewbacca from the Solo Star Wars story movie. May the 4th be with you guys today. And I had to do Chewie because one, not only because it's May the 4th, but with Peter Mayhew passing away recently, just like a few days ago, I've been wanting to honor him, make a little video talking about, real quick, before I even get to the figure, I met Peter Mayhew 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, at WonderCon. So I guess a little over 9 years ago. And he's a very sweet, tall man. And I gave him my Chewbacca plush, and I have a little picture which I posted on social media. You can check on my Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. And yeah, Chewie means a lot to me. I mean, I have my dog named after him, and you know, I always wanted a best friend like Chewie. Very loyal, very strong, very like someone you can depend on, even if no one can understand that friend, only you. And that's what friendship's all about. It doesn't matter if the world doesn't understand you, as long as you understand each other. And that's what Chewie meant to me. And I just want to thank Peter Mayhew for playing the character for close to 40 years. I know he retired after The Force Awakens, which he couldn't even do the full movie, you know, because of his health problems. But I just want to tell, I miss Peter. I'm really honored I got to meet him, and I appreciate what he did for being like that fuzzball to us for 40 years. So thank you, Peter. May the Force be with you always. Before we get more emotional, let's take a look. So this is Solo A Star Wars Story Chewbacca, which his bandolier is a little different, but it's very similar to the original A New Hope Chewbacca. But I missed out on that figure because I was, I have my Hot Toys one, but I still want, since I'm now collecting more the 6-inch scale with Star Wars instead of Hot Toys, I wanted to get a Chewbacca in the Black Series scale, especially since I have all these new trilogy characters in that scale. So yeah, so you can see, of course, the Black Series packaging says Star Wars The Black Series. Nice picture, Chewbacca with his goggles. Warning, you want to choke on Chewie because you won't be able to laugh this fuzzball up. It says Chewbacca. Oh, I thought it would like continue. Anyway, it says Chewbacca. He's number, do they have the numbers on here? I thought they had the numbers. He's Z2487. Yeah, I thought, maybe I'm thinking like Marvel Legends or something. I don't know. I thought they had numbers on them. Anyway, on the back, a nice picture of Chewie. It says Chewbacca, a mighty Wookiee nearly 2 centuries old. Chewbacca has fallen upon hard times during this age of the expanding empire. All right, let's take a look at Chewie. And as this is, my Chewie's laying down next to me. It's adorable. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. There's Chewie. Chewie, say hi. Aww. I can't even have a Chewbacca video without my Chewie in the video, so yeah. Usually if you hear a bunch of slurping or barking or something, it's usually him. And I think since I'm actually reviewing a Chewbacca figure, he's actually being respectful of his namesake. I find that really hilarious. So yeah, let's I'm just gonna take everything out, and then he comes only with 2 accessories. Of course, it's not his bowcaster since he didn't get it yet in the movie. I don't remember. I need to watch Solo, a Star Wars movie. It's not one of my favorite Star Wars movies. In fact, it's probably one of my least favorites. Like with the worst of the prequels, and it is a prequel, so yeah, it is one of the bad prequels. But there's things I did like about it, like Donald Glover as Lando, and I love Han and Chewie's relationship. It just didn't need to be made. I would rather watch a movie about the Wookiees than a Han Solo origin story. So let's take a look at Chewie. One thing I've even when I saw the original version or A New Hope version of Chewbacca, I think Hasbro did an amazing job on it. Now, of course, when you're doing a furry character And Chewie has like different shades of browns in his fur. There's so many ways you can do it, like how do you shade it and stuff. And looking off firsthand, I think it looks awesome. I don't think it could be as best as it could, but considering this is a $20 figure, I think they did a great job. Of course, if this was a little bit more money, they probably should have done a really nice wash, or it'd been cool if they used real fur, but you know, that's my preference, like what they did with the Hot Toys. But the head sculpt looks amazing. He has his blue eyes like Peter Mayhew have, the Chewie smile, you know, with his fangs. And yeah, the fur, the sculpt is awesome. It just, yeah, it would have been nice with a nice wash, because it's like this light brown and the blending isn't the best, but it doesn't look bad. It just, you know, definitely could have been better. And I'm definitely saying this because of how much I love Chewie and his fur. And he has his big old toe, Sharmus. Always love, he met Peter Mayhew too. He had a really great post about him, so he knows his fur. But yeah, I really love the sculpt on here, and the detail on the bandolier is really nice. He looks really awesome. So yeah, like I said, it's, the paint could be better with the shading of the fur, but it still doesn't look bad, especially on the head sculpt. It looks really, really great. So let's take a look at articulation. The head, because of the way it's, you know, it's gonna be a little hard to turn, because it's kind of like a lion's mane going on, or he has like long hair, you know, so it really just moves left, right, and up and down a little bit. The arms do rotate fully. They go in and out that much. He does bend 90 degrees at the elbow and rotates at the elbow. Rotates at the wrist and goes in and out. He has an upper diaphragm joint, which I like that where they cut it, because then like you can move the bandolier without it hindering. So, and he has forward and back and little side pivot. Legs can go forward. It's pliable down here, so it doesn't affect the articulation that much. It goes in and out. He only, I mean, his legs only go in and out, sadly, that much. So it doesn't really do splits. Rotate the lower part of the leg. Bend only 90 degrees at the knee and rotates at the knee. And his ankles kind of pivot forward and back, and he does have an ankle pivot, but because of like how furry they are, they're just not gonna, like, you can do some wide stance poses, but yeah, just because of how big his feet are and everything. He does have pegos at the bottom. Now, the accessories for Chewie, he does come with some goggles, which is awesome, and they are an actual string, so you just place them on your head, and he actually looks awesome. You know, Chewie with goggles, why not? They fit on him pretty good. Yeah, so I don't think they're really made for Wookiees. I mean, just the way, because, you know, if it was actual hair, it would fit on him better, but, you know, it doesn't look that bad. Then he comes with this blaster, which has, it looks like it has a moving part, but yeah, this part does move around. So nice silver paint with some brown. And yeah, we can, let's see, put this on here. Let's see if this fits on his hands. Oop, they seem to be pliable. And sometimes the Hasbro hands, they're not like the stiffest, but they're not the easiest to put guns, especially when they're not like, the hands are fully designed for certain blasters. But yeah, it works. There you go. It just takes some time. And yeah, there's Chewie looking pretty badass. The most badass hairy beast in the galaxy, far, far away. Yeah, so not bad, not bad. You definitely gotta let the Wookiee win when he looks like this. So yeah. Alright, let's measure Chewie since he is a tall character. I actually forgot to get some Star Wars Black Series figures to compare him to, but it's okay. He is really tall at 7.5 inches tall, which makes sense. Chewie would be that, you know, and if this is like 1/12 scale, that would be like equivalent of 7 feet, over 7 feet tall. So show you how tall he is compared to his other Disney buddies. I knocked over so many figures off camera, which you can't see right now. There's Captain America and Iron Man, and both tall characters. And yeah, here, like, show you more of the height. Here's like the build-up figure Thanos, just to show you a comparison of how tall Chewie is. So yeah, he's a pretty tall character. Obviously, you know, he's a Wookiee. So, but yeah, I'm really happy to have a Black Series Chewbacca, even if it isn't from the best movie that Chewbacca was in. You know, I think Revenge of the Sith is a way better movie comparatively for a movie that Chewbacca's been in. But I still think it looks great. Like I said, there could be a better wash on him, but besides that, I think Hasbro did a great job on the sculpt, and yeah, his accessories look nice. And I will get a Rise of the Skywalker Chewbacca if they make one. And I love Chewie, and not just like my dog, but which I love more, him more than anything, but the character. Hence why I named my dog after him. You know, thank you, Peter, for all you've done for all of us Star Wars fans growing up with a best friend like Chewbacca. So thank you guys. If you want to get your own Black Series Chewbacca figure, go now at Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link for so much more. And if you want to support the channel, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/SeanXLong. Whoop, sorry, Chewy. And for more, check out my website at SeanXLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long. Remember, live long, and may the Force be with you always. Go, go.